Hello viewers, welcome to Danny's Paramariya Samayal. Today I am here to share my cooking experience in my new soapstone cooking pots. Till the soapstone pots gets used to our cooking, we should not do tempering or stir fry in them at least for a month. So what I did was I used a separate cookware to do my tempering and my stir fries, and I added it to my soapstone cooking pot. Never place an empty soapstone pot on the stove. It might damage the pot, so always put some water in it and then place it on the stove. Today I am going to make some vata korambu. So for that I added some tamarind juice extract and all the other masalas, also the stir fried vegetables to it, and then placed it on the stove. Introduce heat slowly to the pots, so I first placed it in low flame and gradually increased it. Since we are not doing any stir fry in this pot, we can add some extra oil to this if you want. After adding all the ingredients, I waited and waited, but nothing happened. The korambu didn't boil at all. Like for about 10 to 15 minutes I waited, and then I increased the flame to medium. Finally my korambu started boiling, so I realized that the soapstone pots takes a lot of time to get heated up. Now I reduced the flame. My korambu was ready. I switched off the flame. To my surprise, the korambu was still boiling with bubbles even after switching off the stove. It was boiling for about 5 to 10 minutes even after I switched off the stove. The pot remained hot for a very long time. It's 5 p.m. in the evening. We had all finished our lunch, and I don't know if you are able to see the steam coming out of the korambu. It is still very hot. It was like a natural hot pot. I finished cooking at 1 p.m. and it was still hot at 5 p.m. The next day I did some sambar in my soapstone pot. As usual, I mixed up all the masalas and all the ingredients that is needed for sambar first, and then I placed the pot on the stove. And in my another soapstone pot, I cooked some lentils or dal for the sambar. Today I placed both the pots in medium flame and cooked. If you want to know the step-by-step process of how to make a sambar or vata korambu, I will give the link to those videos in my description box. Please check it out. In this video I am showing you How to cook sambar or vattakuழம்பு in my soapstone pot. The only difference is you don't do the tempering and the stir fry in the soapstone pot. You do it separately in another stainless steel or any other cookware and then add it to your soapstone pot. And I'll also tell you that this is only temporary. Once your pots get so used to the cooking, you can do tempering, stir fry, anything in them. Say after a month or so, you can start doing everything in your soapstone pot. Now coming to the taste and the smell, both the sambar and the vattakuழம்பு that I made in my soapstone pot tasted so good and it smelled so aromatic. I don't know what was the difference. I used the same sambar powder, I used the same masalas and the same ingredients that I did for the past so many days and years. Trust me, take my word for it. The food tasted much better and smelled so good. Even the coriander leaves that I added smelled more aromatic than usual. I was so surprised. I couldn't think of anything that I did differently this time, so it should be the pots that made the difference. If you want to know how to season soapstone cookware, please refer to my video. I'll give the link to the video in my description box. Please check it out. It also gives you a lot of helpful and useful information on soapstone cookware. Hope you enjoyed watching this video. Please share, like and subscribe to my channel. Bye friends.